Richard here from Vision Cruise. Now, we are one of Australia's leading cruise travel agencies, and we've been sending people on cruise holidays now for over 25 years, from here and also in our offices in Europe as well. We're a family-run company, so we've got the family values and the family traditions, and when you call us up here at Vision Cruise, you'll speak to one of our cruise specialists. They've all been on cruise holidays, so we can answer any questions that you may have. Now, coming up over the next few minutes, I've got 3 hand-picked deals. We're going to be taking you away with Royal Caribbean International, Princess Cruises and Carnival Cruise Lines, so stay tuned for all of those. But let's start with our first deal now, and we're with Royal Caribbean International, and we're heading on board the Voyager of the Seas. Now, this is a South Pacific cruise holiday we've got for you, but let's jump on board the Voyager of the Seas to see what you can be experiencing when you get on board with Royal Caribbean International. Now, this gives you a great flavour of what life is like with Royal Caribbean International. When you step on board, you're greeted with this. Now, this is the Royal Promenade. You can pop here anytime throughout the day. You'll find places to eat here, places to drink, places to shop. You'll find the reception here as well, shore excursions. It's like the heartbeat of the ship. The glass lifts will then take you up to the top deck of the ship, where you'll find plenty of pools, plenty of sun lounges, hot tubs, bars to keep you refreshed. If you're cruising with the younger ones, there's the H2O water park as well, so the kids will have fun there. And when it comes to dining, you can have anything from a traditional American burger at Johnny Rockets. You can come to the main restaurant here that spans over 3 decks. There's Windjammer Buffet Restaurant if you fancy a light casual option like you can see here. The speciality dining, you can even dine in your stateroom one evening if you fancy doing that. And after all that food, there's great entertainment for you to enjoy in the main theatre on board the Voyager of the Seas. So for this itinerary, it's South Pacific we're going to take you to on the 12th of February next year. Now, this is for 9 nights. Now, we're going to start off our adventure by cruising out of Sydney, and our first port is Mare. Now, there's lots waiting for you in Mare. You've got the many beaches you can see here, the lagoons that are teeming with marine life. Then it's on to Mystery Island, a little jewel of the South Pacific, completely uninhabited. Then we're on to the Isle of Pines, the closest you will ever come to paradise. And then it's on to Noumea, known as the Saint-Tropez of the Pacific, thanks to its rich colonial French legacy. Then we'll be cruising you back to Sydney. Now, we can get you on board here. We've got fares starting from just $754 per person. Now, that's based on a twin share. And we're also going to include some onboard credit for you. $100 per stateroom onboard credits, which you can use to spend however you wish on board. You've got shopping, you've got pampering, you've got drinks, excursions. $100 per stateroom onboard credit will include that for you. Let's have a reminder of the details of our first cruise that we've got with Royal Caribbean International. This is on board the Voyager of the Seas, the 12th of February next year for 9 nights away. Departing from Sydney, we're off to Mare is our first destination. Then it's on to Mystery Island, the Isle of Pines, Noumea, and then back to Sydney. Look at that price there, from just $754 per person. That's based on a twin share, and we're going to include that $100 onboard spending money per stateroom, which you can use to spend however you wish on board the Voyager of the Seas. We'll preload your account with $100 per stateroom, and then you can just use that for drinks, shopping, pampering, any excursions you want, however you wish on board. Maybe some presents for people back home, or why not treat yourself? Go on, go and be pampered in the spa on board. All that, and for a great price of just $754 per person. That's based on a twin share. If you want any more cruises with Royal Caribbean International, we've got many ships available in the fleet. You can head along to the website at visioncruise.com.au, and you'll find all of the itineraries of Royal Caribbean International on our website right now. So let's move on to our next cruise now, and this is 5-star cruising with Princess Cruises. We're going to be going on the Dawn Princess for this cruise, and we're going to go around Australia and New Zealand, and it's a great late deal, this one. Let's head on board the Dawn Princess to see what you could be sampling. This is 5-star cruising. You can see here the top deck, there's some swimming pools there. The heartbeat of the ship is the piazza, the atrium itself, where you'll find places to sit back and relax. There's the shops, you'll find cafes. In the morning they have things like pastries, in the afternoon they'll have snacks, and then in the evening you can have an evening meal from there as well. You'll find an excursion desk there. This is Movies Under the Stars, which Princess Cruises were the innovators. They first brought the big screens to the top deck. Other cruise lines have copied, but Princess Cruises were first to do it. Different dining options. You can see people dressed here for the casual nights on board. You saw people just before dressed up for the formal evenings on board, and it's well worth it to look at all your finery for the formal night and go to the captain's cocktail party. You can go and do that on board. And different lounges that offer great views all around the ship, observation lounges. If you fancy some of the evening entertainment, it's all waiting for you on board there. You can have great fun on the Dawn Princess. So we're going around Australia and New Zealand now on the 9th of December this year for 13 nights away. We're right in the heart of summer now. Now, the great thing about this one, it's going to be cruising out of Sydney, so there's no luggage restrictions. We'll cruise out of Sydney, we'll go Fiordland National Park cruising, and then we're into Dunedin is our first port. You can go to Port Chalmers here for the day if you fancy that. Akaroa is our next port of call. Take the Trans-Alpine Express, one of the world's scenic railways. Then we're on to Wellington. You can go and take a trip on that one as well, which is great. Then it's on to Napier as our next port of call. Take the Art Deco City Tour to see all the hidden gems. Then it's Tauranga. You've got fine beaches, thermal springs and seaside resorts. And then we're on to Auckland, many shops, restaurants, museums, galleries and gardens. And our final port is the Bay of Islands, the birthplace of modern New Zealand with its legend and mystery. Then we should be cruising you back to Sydney. Now, this is right in the heart of summer. Look at that price there, from just $1,579 per person. That's based on a twin share. Now, you saw some of the facilities and things to do on board the Dawn Princess. For you to have an extra special time here at Vision Cruise, we're going to give you some onboard credit. We're going to give you $410 per stateroom onboard credit. That's US dollars, $410 US dollars. And that's for you to use however you want on board, shopping, pampering, drinks, however you want. Let's have a reminder of those details. So this was with Princess Cruises. We're on board the Dawn Princess. The 9th of December this year, we're going to take you around Australia and New Zealand for 13 nights. Cruising out to Sydney, it's Fiordland National Park cruising off to Dunedin. We can go to Port Chalmers here with its Botanic Garden. Akaroa is our next port. We go and take a trip on that one of the world's most scenic railways. Wellington is our next port. You saw the cable car ride you can take up to the top for stunning views. Then it's on to Napier is our next port. Tauranga, big game fishing here. You've got Auckland. Then it's on to the Bay of Islands and then back to Sydney. $1,579 per person, and we've got that onboard credit. $410 US onboard credit per stateroom. We're going to include that for you on board the Dawn Princess for you to spend however you wish. If you want more details, just head along to the website, which is visioncruise.com.au, where you'll find details of this cruise on the Dawn Princess, on other cruises we've got on the Dawn Princess, and many, many more cruises we've got with Princess Cruises. You will find them on the website, where you can also sign up to our weekly emails as well. We'll send you all the latest news and all the latest deals direct into your inbox, because we don't want you to miss a thing. So let's move on to our final offer now, and we're having some fun cruising now with Carnival Cruise Lines. We're on board the Carnival Legend for a South Pacific cruise heading here on the 6th of December. Let's jump on board with Carnival to see what you could be experiencing with all the fun. On the top deck you see here water slides, water parks. These are all included in that great cruise fare. You can see some of the deck games you can be playing here as well. You've got all this fun you can be having on board with Carnival Cruise Lines. Now you can see here all types of generations. It's a very multi-generational cruise with Carnival Cruise Lines. Great for all the family. If you want to travel with the children, give us a call and we will quote you separately. See the towel animals? They make a new towel animal every evening. Put it on your bed before you retire in the evening. You may get a monkey, you may get an elephant, all sorts there. Lots of food as well. Food all included in the price of your cruise. There are some specialty dining options. Do you know what? It's well worth trying those just to go and enjoy them when you're on your holiday. Great cruise, lots of facilities. Here we go. Big screen on the top deck showing a movie. When I was last on board a Carnival Cruise holiday, it was Mamma Mia that was being shown there and on the dive-in movies. Look at that. If you fancy enjoying some of the evening entertainment there in the main show, that's all waiting for you. So we're on board the Carnival Legends. This is going away here on the 6th of December this year, going around South Pacific for 11 nights. Now, we're going to start our cruise adventure by cruising out of Sydney, and then we're off to the Isle of Pines for our first port. Here you can see, look at the beaches there, simply breathtaking. Mystery Island then is our next port of call after we've had a day in Isle of Pines. Here you've got the beautiful beaches and pristine waters there. Then we're on to Port Vila is our next port, city with incredible history and tradition and culture. Then it's on to Santo, which offers excellent diving, beautiful beaches and lots of things to go and explore. Then it's Noumea is our final port of call. Have that final walk along the beach before we get you back on board the Carnival Legend, and then we will bring you back to Sydney. All that is included at that great price from just $879 per person. Let's have a reminder of those details that we brought for this great cruise adventure. So it's with Carnival Cruise Lines, the South Pacific We're going here on the Carnival Legend on the 6th of December this year for 11 nights away. When you think about it, the 6th of December, that's not too far away, is it? This is a late deal. Availability is limited on this one, so if you want to get yourself on board, give us a call, toll-free 1300 13 17 13. That's toll-free 1300 13 17 13. Out of Sydney, we're going to take you to the Isle of Pines, Mystery Island, Port Vila, Santo Numia, and then back to Sydney. All that for $879 per person. I would love to step on board this one and try this cruise. I know that price is based on a twin share. If you want to travel with a third or fourth passenger, if you want a quad share, all you need to do is just give us a call for more details on that number at the bottom of the screen, toll-free 1300 13 17 13, and we can make sure that you have fun with Carnival Cruise Lines on board the Carnival Legend. Now, if you've not seen the deal that you want, you can head along to that website, visioncruise.com.au, where you'll find all the cruises that I've featured, and you'll find many, many more cruise deals. All you need to do is just log on there, and it's available 24 hours a day. And don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter, where you'll find all the latest news and deals. Well, sadly, that's all I've got time for today. I'll be back real soon with more great deals from Vision Cruise. I'll see you soon.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.